Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Flip Through Friday, which is a collaboration with Christina at Christina's Shack. I didn't know today was Friday until it was brought to my attention, and then I realized, oh, I need to do a flip through because I have Junk Journal July as a completed journal that we can flip through. For anyone new, what I quite often do is when I do a review or a go-through of flip-through journals, I will often take notes on what I liked, what was successful, what was not successful, what needed improvements. So that's also what we are going to do. That is 6.5, so 3.25. 1, 2, 3, and a skosh. So this is the plus and the minus side. I have almost no recollection of most of this journal, so it is going to be fun to go through this. So this is my closure. I think I suggested this was how I was going to close it. So the back looks like this, and that's the front. So there's just 2 rivets done here, and then you pull it across the back, and then you tie it just like that. Some of the scrap pieces I used to put on the front, and then just a little bit more on the back. And let's get after it. So, let's get after it. All right, so here is the list of prompts, which I think is pretty good. And I thought it was really fitting that the bookworm's turn is on the introduction, and I will read it in case you can't see the small print. It says, "The wonders of botanical illustration have unfortunately been made known to a wide public by saboteurs who rip the colored plates out of books and thus do wanton damage to volumes which, complete with their pictures, are valuable entities and greatly prized by collectors. No one can write on these books with greater authority than Handasade Buchanan, a distinguished bibliographer and practicing bookseller." So what we do in junk journaling is a lot of, what did he call it? Wanton damage. Rest assured that there are complete collections available. So, oh yeah, so day one, we were pretty good. So one of the pluses is that I used a single journal kit. For all days. And I happen to use, I am a patron of Cindy at Studio Lou. I have access to one of her, she prints out a monthly journal with me kit, and I use the one for July. And so having that available to me reduced a lot of decision making, hunt and searching, and so on and so forth. I simply used what was available to me. Another thing is using the Oracle of Nancy for word prompts. So there was that. Oh yeah, and this one was deliberately doing a like a 3-dimensionality. You can feel that there is a raised bit there. Negative space, that's what that one was. Oh yeah, the fish. Yeah, Emo Walleye Day. So emo, what was I looking up? I was looking up the word for what it was to have like a fishing derby, and it came up on Google that there was a Emo Walleye tournament. And Emo is a place in Ontario, and I just love the idea of emo, because I also think of emo as the people that are dressed in black, that are very sad, that are very withdrawn, that are very drama. And I just think that is funny, because who doesn't love funny? So we have emo, and it's by Rainy River. So I addressed those, and yeah, just put them on the back. And then, oh yes, we had tickets. And so I have, you can get a burger, you can get a hot dog, you can get a Coke, you can get chips. So they were fun. And this was the first time where I was using the Oracle of Nancy. And he's hidden in an old cave about 6 miles from here. It's called Gordon's Grotto. And that just felt like very local information. Oh yeah, that was a fun surprise. I think this was a day where my brain wasn't working particularly well. You know what? It happens. Ooh, this one's fun. This is very pink. Oh, look at that. We have a lot of stuff going on here. Holy smokes. Well, that's attached. This isn't. Sparkled with excitement. Oh yes, and she was visiting somewhere in Canada, and that was very exciting. Oh yes, I love that page. So, this idea of stacking up the butterflies along their, or at least lining them up along their center line, and then using them as a frame. This was his frame. That worked really well. I love that. And this was the first, was it the first? Yeah, I should probably go back and put key lights on. I think she needs key light too. Oh, no, she doesn't. She's got ours closed. So she probably needs key lights, because at that point I put in those 2 white dots, and suddenly she went from just being a picture to almost walking off the page. This also, oh yes. So, googly eyes, use googly eyes. They just made me laugh. Like, it changes the frog completely when you put eyes on. And this was just my way of getting like pad of paper. I liked this. This one felt like free, and I don't know what else I can say. It felt free. Like I could just do whatever. Like I could put sunglasses on people. I could put googly eyes on frogs. I wasn't so confined. Another thing that I like a lot is that I used paint. Use watercolor. That helped a lot. And I also love that gold paint. Or wax paint, whatever we want to call it. Oh yeah, this was balance. That was it. It answered the question. This is everything. That's another frame. Wasn't enough. Still got to work on contrast. Contrast is hard. Colors are hard. Because I think I would have liked to have done, did I color in that background? I think I did. I wanted, what did I want? More contrast. And I didn't get that. The Surveyor, that's just pure collage. This was grateful, and I was grateful for YouTube. Excitable by Nature. See, both of those have got watercolor as backgrounds. What's in here? Good Lord. That, oh yeah. So I made a little zine. I made a zine out of flowers. I really like that zine. So, zine. And then I made a pocket. And I put that pocket in an envelope. And I put that envelope in another pocket. So I did a lot of pockets. Another thing that I did was this sort of kiss cutting and outlining images with a Tombow to get rid of the white. Oh, I love this one. Her chaperones. So I had this picture, and I used the head of this, the top part somewhere earlier, one imagines. And I was able to match the two images together, and that made me laugh. I made myself laugh. Oh yeah, this is the sort of the halves. Oh yeah, self-care. That one's pretty. That's also very fun. The heck's, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh my goodness, oh yeah. Oh, I completely forgot about this. Oh, and that gave me the joy that I'd hoped it would. That's fun. I can't remember what this was supposed to be. But to be able to pull that out like that was just really great fun. I'd completely forgotten. I think that's the way we do it. Oh, it was probably interactive. And then also being able to use, so use forged material. Pace yourself, that was a letter to yourself. And so this is hand stitched, and some of this is hand stitched, so hand stitching. Is something that I like. Everyone wanted to try. Oh yeah, I remember now this background. This background was, I needed to change the color of it. And all I did was reverse an ink pad and just covered it. So that technique was really nice. This one must have been pockets then. Yeah, so these are all journaling cards. Glue's not quite, glue's quite done. Yep, so they're all, each one has got a journaling card in it. I like that one. The Little Party. That one's also fun. Don't remember what this one was supposed to be, but I like it. This is probably my first time at using something to create something that looks like a, what do we call them, cabinet cards? I love this too, using punch out circle. And frames in general. I think I used frames several times in this. There was the prompt, the frame, but there were also spots like this where we were able to do something. Me, and the mouse in my pocket, and Gracie. Oh, Homesick for the Smell of Pine Air. Oh, I like that one too. I like that one a lot. That's another sort of cabinet cardy kind of thing. She looks like she's about to cry. Poor thing. Oh, okay, so this comes up. Oh yeah! The last gleam of daylight remained. So this was using the idea of a Polaroid, or at least the Polaroid proportions, and then putting punched out circles on top of flowers that were there. And then this whole thing creating a cozy. Maybe it was it cozy? Kind of like a journal card cozy. Ooh, yes. And this one. This one was also useful because used white gesso, white diluted, to send background back. Like, you know that fits with this, but it's pushed to the back. If this had been the same color, they would have been competing. But here, you just know that she's the focal point. And another great score from the Oracle of Nancy. And I also used the Tombow marker, I think, in an effective way there. Whoops. I could fix it, but I'm not gonna. There we are. A knock was heard upon the door. Does this do anything? No, I don't think so. This might be another spot of collage. So this was fun. I used butterfly wings to accentuate the birds, and another spot where each one of these had the flower punched out, and then I had a bird coming out of it. So using that punched out circle again was kind of fun. This is just weird. It's a weird collage. Did I ever put the names down? I didn't put the names down. Shame on me. I'll have to do that. This is another one where this part here is made frame, and then I put another image inside the frame. Quite effective. And that's a sweet little poem. And I do like that rabbit. Oh, yes, and Tom, Mr. Cheekbones, let us read what the Oracle of Nancy has to say. The face which Nancy saw was not strictly handsome, but the well-defined features denoted strength of character. Oh. So, and this is the little card that goes with him as a pocket. Having this image gave me a lot of joy to look at every single time, because it is a beautiful, beautiful face. And also it became like a bit of entertainment to see whether or not that day's video, we were going to be able to use Mr. Cheekbones. And that's the end. Oh, that's the end. So that's the end. That's the end of Junk Journal 2023. Here we are. Tie is nice and tight. Pull that up just like that. And then that's our journal. So another thing that I really appreciated was, this is a square book. And also, I don't know if you remember, but I made the pages by using book page. And I need to just sort of draw what I mean. There. And that's all she wrote. I really enjoyed this journal. I have a lot of love and affection for it. And I am hoping, I think the next along is November, and it is a collage month, and then December is Defemember. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that's what's going to happen. And then Junk Journal January. And at some point I might just say, you know what, I have had just a little bit too much of all of this, or we might be just roaring along. You never know. So thank you so much for watching this flip through, and also for keeping me company all through Junk Journal July. I really enjoyed myself. And, you know, if you're not even looking at the content, my minuses, they were not very many. I got to figure out how to do contrast, and I need to figure out how to do color. Minor details in the world of art. Am I right? Am I right? I am probably very, very wrong. But it's options and scope for learning new things. Please like and subscribe for more episodes. Drop me a comment if you have this to say about that. And we will see you very, very soon. Thanks so much. Bye now.